me when we were watching The Young Messiah. It reached a part where Jesus, as a young boy at 7, he was asked by a centurion what his name was, and they were looking for the boy named Jesus bar Joseph, the son of Joseph. And when this centurion asked him, what's your name, boy? We were like, oh my God, Jesus can't lie. He's going to have to say his name. And he was going to. He looked at the centurion and he was going to say, and then the man, a random man, just said, this boy has never spoken since he was born. And then I was like, oh my God, you know, you'd have had to say the truth because Jesus can't lie. And Nolan goes like, of course he can't lie. He's God. He's perfect. And then I told Nolan, no, even us, we're not supposed to lie. And then he said, but mommy, no one is perfect. There's nobody who is perfect. And I told him, that's why Jesus came and died, so that we can also be perfect like he was. And so we can be perfect. And I think his question or his statement is what most believers fall back on when we sin. Like, I can't be perfect, I'm not God, I'm human. So this comes naturally, as in, and that's why there's grace, that's why there's forgiveness, that's why there's the blood. In fact, my brother was sharing with me how there's this story told of how when we get to heaven and then your clip is shown, you know how we're told of your video is shown? And this guy was watching his clip, and he at one point he turned because he was like, oh my God, they're going to see this about me. And then that part went, it just went red and nothing was shown. And so he turned and told Jesus, what happened? When did the video got spoiled? And Jesus told him, no, but the blood covered that part of your life. And for me, okay, that answered both questions, in that before we get to know Christ, we do all this. We live life as the flesh demands that we live, and that part doesn't matter to God. Their blood covers that part. But once you become a believer, he has given you power. That grace is power, actually. Yes, it's not license to. It's actually power to overcome sin, power to be who God created us to be. And so when Christians say, oh, but I'm just a man. You know what? We are but men, and that's why it's not Moses who died for us, and it's not Paul who died for us. As much as they were godly and sought after righteousness, God himself had to come, and he shed his blood so that we can have that blood. The Bible says that speaks better things than the blood of Abel. So it's the one that enables us to be in a situation and overcome whatever temptation, because we are told by scripture that God doesn't tempt us, but he does give us ways to escape every temptation that we are faced with. And the only way I believe Christians can escape these temptations is if they have the fear of God in them. If they lack the fear of God, it doesn't matter how much preaching they hear, oil they are poured on, water they are immersed in, it does not matter if the fear of God is not in them.
Without him, right? Yeah. Feel free to sing with us.